Also, what is interesting to see is I want to understand why is this Sanji deck so strong. Yes, we know because of Kobe, because of Law 6 cost, these two cards from PRBO2 are one more reason why this deck is now the time to shine. But there has to be something that has to be the reason why this deck is very good against a lot of leaders, because you're not facing out of 10 rounds 10 UP Luffys, and that's a counter pick like Bello Betty in OP 11 with UP Luffy and UP Luffy as the counter pick. You're facing so many different leaders, and that also means you have to have a good matchup or good knowledge in every single of the different matchups. So, yep, let's see how Ricardo's going to perform. We have UP Luffy going first, obviously nothing to play. Sanji going second now, starting off with a Nami search. And there's definitely a target.
Yep.
Rush Zoro or Vanilla card as Nami, I think, and a 2K Sanji. So only good targets.
Yeah, I would say the 2K Sanji is probably your best one. One, it's a 2K counter, but at the same time, you can play it as Rush, and it's a 7K swing on 2 Don, which can be super powerful indeed. But one thing to note as well is Ricardo is our highest seeded player left in this tournament, so he will get priority whichever game he's playing in, to decide to go first or second or not, which is really important. So swings in 6 with the leader to begin with here. It's important, obviously, against a leader like Blue Purple Luffy with 6,000 power. You're having to find those 6K swings every turn. He's probably got 3-cost Sanji in hand. He can give Rush 2 as well for us, another 6K swing to come in this turn.
Yep, exactly. That's super, super strong. Double 6K with 4 Dawn. That's how strong this 3-cost Sanji is in this Sanji deck. A lot of Sanji names now. We have the 3-cost Sanji, leader Sanji, 9-cost Sanji for UP Luffy, Sanji Zoro as a leader, UP Sanji as a leader that we didn't see in the top cut, but we did saw 1 month ago or 3 weeks ago being the most represented leader. Crazy. Yeah. And now UP Luffy with 5 Don could be a 5K swing, 6K swing, and Gothred, maybe?
Yeah. Well, that Sanji, whenever it does go, is going to be able to draw you a card as well. So, yeah, swings 5 into the Sanji, so Zorojuro. Them two are always fighting, and this time Zorojuro comes up on top. KOs the Sanji, and Sanji draws a card for Ricardo there. 2K counter off the leader swing, and then we see a Nami blocker being dropped. Draw 3 and then put 2 cards back either at the top or bottom of your deck. So again, helps Jacopo to find some pieces that he might be needing at this particular point to help him get a better hand.
Yeah, absolutely. That Nami is just a strong, very, very strong card in every blue deck, but especially in this UP Luffy deck. This is one of the best cards. And of course, he's going to bottom deck the 2 cards that he needs to put at the top or bottom with that Nami ability. And now Sanji goes up to 6 Dawn. So could be, again, 6K swing, play a 5 cost, give him rush, vanilla, and then swing 7. So just aggro, and normally aggro is very good against Luffy. We saw it the last set, Bello Betty being the best deck in OP 11 because it has a very, very good matchup against GP and UP Luffy, and these two are the most played leader. And if you have a counter deck that is very strong in general, and especially against the most played decks in this format, of course, Bello Betty is going to do good. Now for this set, Bello Betty isn't in the best position.
Yep.
But still is a playable good deck. And Sanji is not the same as Bello Betty, of course, but is still in red aggro deck. So let's see what he's going to do. So 5K swing into Zorojuro. Of course, Jacobo, no. I will just give you the free block here. But we see a 6 cost PRBO2 Law, the Punk Hazard Law, the new one, with a very strong ability. And yep, lead ability means he has rush, and he will attack 7K into 4K. Because when attacking, you can give one of your opponent characters minus 2,000 power. Attack goes through. That also means Yeah, no Nami on the board, and that law is doing a great job.
Yeah, absolutely is. So yeah, getting that law down was imperative there to get rid of that Nami with the free block that was done to protect the Zoro Juro. So that was a tease from Ricardo. But another ramp getting done from that Zoro Juro really is providing to be super useful. And we see the Dracul Mihawk coming down.
Yep, that's how important this law is, especially in this matchup. Finally, we see the um, protection ability from law once per turn. If this character would be removed by one of your opponent's effect, you can instead give this character minus 2000 power for this turn. So that's why, yep, he used the Mihawk, um, the Laget as the law as the Mihawk target, and then uh, low ability minus 2k, so he's a 5k body, and then
Yep,
he swung 6k into 5. That's why he needed to counter this one out with a 2k Sanji. Now, red Sanji turn player playing out a Nami searcher, checking again the top 5 to find a straw hat card.
yep.
A lot
So
of options
does
there
have
in hand.
yeah, it does have options. Takes the 2k Sanji yet again. Again, double ability of that. It can become a 7k attack with 2 Dawn, or it's a 2k counter in hand as well. So useful to keep hold of for now. Potentially later on could help go for game. But we are now on 7 Dawn turn, 6 Dawn available.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, on our 8 Dawn turn,
8 on, yeah.
7 Dawn available. So you could swing 6 with leader, swing with a law, and then potentially play another law if you've got it. But you've also got vanilla options as well. So not really sure what Ricardo's got in hand, but it starts off, I think, with a 6k swing with
Yeah.
leader.
Yep.
And
6k into leader.
yep,
Makes sense because that law can give Torojuro that is rested -2. So
yep,
he's a 2k and then can swing with that one cost Nami that is able to swing, that is allowed to swing. Yeah, because he got 2 on board. One he played this turn, one he played at the first turn. So 2 into 2, also very strong. So yep, he's
yep,
going to swing 8. Use that ability, -2. Attack goes through, no trigger. Now Nami swing, 2k into 2k.
yep.
Also goes through, and we see 3 cost Sanji, lead ability, gives him rush, swing another 8. Wow. So
Yeah,
fast. This is
so
crazy.
strong. Absolutely. That Trafalgar Law being able to protect itself from that Mihawk was imperative. And look at it doing a lot of work here, reducing the power of that Zoro Juro, being able to use that Nami at 2k to swing through, get that 8k swing into leader, and another 8k swing with that Sanji, putting a lot of pressure now on Jakarpoa. 1 life left, having to commit a lot of cards from hand, having 0 Don available. Uh, definitely was a lot to have to deal with. And the thing now is you've got that law, you've got that Sanji. The Sanji will probably be dealt with a swing, so he'll get to draw one more, but he does have counters in hand to be able to try and protect that law as well.
Yeah, exactly. And the board looks really good. He's still on 4 life, but yep, UP Luffy finally got the lead ability unlocked, but is down to 1 life. That's dangerous, and I think doesn't have the best 9 cost target for Sanji to play out. So we will definitely see a different turn now. He's starting off with a 9k swing into Law, and I'm
Yep,
pretty sure Ricardo's going to defend this one.
absolutely
Mm,
would.
You need to protect that Trafalgar Law that is doing a great job. There is 2k, 1k, Sanji, Kobe.
Yep,
Now 6 into 3 cost Sanji. Yep, attack is go through on KO ability, and he draw into a Sanji. And now for 9 Don, is it Sanji into what is it? Okay,
yep,
it's in Tsunami, still a good target. It
yep,
is to draw 3 and then put 2 cards to the top or bottom. So turn is still fine. Yeah, because you only have to deal with Law and the leader for the first swings, so you can block one, you can counter one, and then if there's another rush and you doesn't have enough counters, you can just take that one. But then you need to be careful because there's also that unblockable 2k Sanji in your deck that could be dangerous.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's really crucial that, as you say, that two cost Sanji that makes one of your straw hats with 6,000 power or more unblockable can be very, very powerful, especially when you've got that three cost Sanji available to you as well that you can give rush to. So, 10 on turn now for Ricardo. As we mentioned earlier, there are no native rush cards in this deck, so you can really swing with one new character coming on board per turn with a leader ability giving it rush. So, what do you sort of do here? Ricardo has got options to give something minus 2,000 with that Trafalgar Law. Could be the blocker, could be the Mihawk. Depends on how he wants to focus his attacks this turn. Still quite comfortable on 4 life. And he's going to
Oh,
do Rayleigh here to get rid of that Nami, but also reduce the cost on the Mihawk. And that Trafalgar Law will be able to reduce the cost again on that Mihawk and swing into it to be able to get rid of it.
yep, absolutely right. That's super strong. That's a good synergy there from Law and Rayleigh together. -2, and then Rayleigh you can also use before to try to get rid of a big body. Now, because they are 9k with Law 7k, doesn't make sense because you need them to go down to be a 6k, and then play Rayleigh -3, -2, and then KO the 3k character. And but now that means, yep, you can probably swing high with that Law to try to get rid of the Mihawk, but you can also
Yep.
just swing 6 and 8 into Luffy leader. You cannot use your leader ability because Rayleigh has an on-play ability, and Sanji say up to one of your cards without an on-play effect with a cost of 8 or less gains rush.
Yep.
So
So
6k swing was a 1k, now 8k swing. Pretty sure it is into leader. -2 into Mihawk, or was it into Mihawk? Okay, now I
yep.
think, yeah, he attacked the Mihawk. So Mihawk should be on 5k. There is a
Yeah, it
bit
would
more
have been
giant.
taken. No, well, it would have been -3, I think, on it from the Rayleigh, and then so it'd have been on 6, and then -2 with the Law, taking it down to 4 potentially.
No, I think Nami was -3
Ah,
because he KO'd the Nami.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, Nami was 6,000
Yes.
native. Yeah, not
So
5,000. Yeah,
7
so it'd
with
be
low 5.
-2.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, you're right.
So giant is enough. He doesn't need to have the extra counters. And now again, UP lead ability. And I think I see a Mihawk and Sanji there, but yeah, Mihawk is not doing that much. You can still play him out
Yep,
and use that Law as your target. Then he has to give himself a -2,000, and then you can try to get rid of him. And I'm pretty sure he's going for it.
yep.
So searching that Mihawk. I think he's also drawing into a Mihawk, into a Sanji. I mean, searching, drawing Mihawk, Sanji, and now playing Mihawk. That could be the turn of UP Luffy. Let's see.
Yeah, let's see what he does here. And this is the thing when you get to the later turns like this. This is where Blue Purple Luffy really does punish you. Okay, so -2,000 on the Law. So he said, right, yeah, -2,000 power. Going to make you work for it if you do want it. So 6 into 5. He does have cards in hand, including that Frankie 2k counter. That Frankie, I do love it into this matchup, especially when you're on your turn, when your opponent activates an event, all of your characters get a plus 2,000 power boost. So can be quite useful when you got an event heavy countering deck like Blue Purple Luffy, but it's a great 2k counter as well.
Yep, absolutely. Also a searchable target with your Nami,
Yep.
and you can also give him rush. But yep, we are into a meta where a lot of decks are running counter events. Yeah, nearly every meta deck is running counter events, like GP Luffy, Smoker, UP Luffy. Even Sanji himself is running counter events. So, yep, this Frankie is doing a great job right now
Yeah.
for this meta. He's not there on board. So let's see.
Just
Is he
asking, how
going?
many cards have you got in hand? Just figuring
Hmm.
out whether that law is going to be really important next turn or not. Does give him the 2k counter. Now we'll see the Mihawk attacking. Yep, so that's one attack absorbed by that law. Or is it? So 9 into 5. He's just thinking here.
Do you want to counter this one out? There's one more swing coming, and you're
Yeah, you've still
definitely
got
not
the
going to
Sanji
be
swing.
able. Yeah. I don't think you want to counter this one.
No, you've only got 4 cards left in hand. You've got a 9k swing and a 9k swing coming in. And that law is now at 5,000 power. So don't know what Ricardo's thinking.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Ah, the Mihawk is still 7k. That's why he's thinking, because of the
Ah,
Rayleigh
oh
last
yes,
time.
it is. Oh,
Yep.
you're right. Yep, totally forgot. Mihawk is Rayleigh means.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
wow.
Wow. Okay.
He's going to counter this one. Yep.
Yep.
And
Totally forgot the Rayleigh keeps
yeah,
your
same.
opponent's character minus 2,000 until the end of their turn. Yep, absolutely.
Wow. But still interesting to see that he decided to counter this one. But I think he has to, because he doesn't want Jacobo to attack his life, because yeah, there are
Yep.
thick, if 4 9k bodies into 4 life, that means every single 9k swing is so dangerous, and that's why yep, he forced him to try um, to get rid of that law. So he is staying on 4 life and not on 3 life, because if he's going to take this one, the last 9k swing, he will go
Yep.
down to 3, and then with 4 9k
Yeah.
buddies and the UP Luffy, then yeah, it's really hard to survive the next turn. So yep, that's what he tried to. But the question is his hand good to? I see a Frankie still in hand, so this is, yeah, it's not that easy. I think he needs to
Yeah.
do a very big swing here. Yeah.
Yep. 13k into life. Needs 8k counter.
Ooh. Oh, is he going to take this one? Yep, he is going to take this one. Does he swing with Rayleigh now too? But there are a lot of counters in UP Luffy's hand, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it? Does he swing with Rayleigh here? Hoping there's not another Mihawk to be played. Okay, passes the turn with 2 Don open.
Yep, no Rayleigh swing.
Yep.
Wants to
He's
keep him.
keeping, yeah, he's keeping the 2 Don open for the igloo, isn't he?
Yep.
In case it's in the 10-layer igloo, if he gets it from life.
Yeah,
I'm not
the
sure if he had
question
it in
is,
hand. I think it was a mole pistol potentially in hand.
yeah, mole or igloo.
Or
Not
igloo,
sure.
yeah.
But the question is, do you have enough to go through here? Because yeah, UP Luffy has so many counters in hand. If we have a look, double giant Thunder Bagua, 2 2Ks, 1 one Gear 2 event. Pff, you can swing 18 and you are still not going through. That's so crazy. And yeah, he got that igloo in hand. That's really
Yep.
important. Now a 6k swing, 7k, now 9k. Yeah, I think every attack is going to go through now. Again, 9k. There could be a trigger now. Let's see.
Yep.
No
Goes
trigger.
to
Oh,
hand.
it was Maul Pistol.
Yep.
And now he just has with that on. Yeah,
Insane.
that's
Yeah, well,
oh,
when you've got 4 9k characters on board and you've got a ton of events potentially you can play, you know your opponent's probably going to swing 3 attacks at you. Yeah, keep all your Don open for your events.
this is just so crazy. This is how this deck changed, because OP11, you just try to play out Katakuri or Big Mom every turn, and that's it. Now with this board, no blocker, 0 life. Back in the days, every single deck, only Whitebeard will survive this turn. Only Whitebeard with can survive an 800k turn swing. Yeah, that was very powerful back in the days. But to pass with 10 dons because you have so many so many counters is crazy. Is there red pudding coming? Maybe that would be good. But no, of course, there's no red pudding in hand. Or there's no red pudding that exists. But there's a very strong card as Frankie now for 4 don
Yep.
that can help you a little bit. But yeah, to be honest, with double giant, Bagua, 2K, 2K, 1K, and a Gear 2 event, there's no way to go through here.
Yeah. Don't think there's really much. So starts off with a 10k swing with leader. Into life.
Yep.
2
He's
dons
going
rusted.
to. Oh, it's even a Judgment of Hell. That is so dangerous now. This card is so strong against
Yeah.
every deck. This card is there's no downside about this card. You can rest 2 Don -1, and then give 2 of your opponent character, give your leader, your opponent's leader -3, and then 1 character -3. So that is super strong. But he's going to use that Thanabago instead with a
Yep.
1K. Now Frankie should trigger. And now he can give him rush and swing 6. Yep, exactly.
Yep.
Now we see the Judgment. Or he doesn't want to use it.
He's
I
still,
don't know why.
Maybe he wants to keep it and not share that information. Oh,
Yeah, but
there we go.
doesn't really matter,
Yeah,
to be honest.
doesn't matter.
Just play it out, give both -3.
Yep.
And then the last swing should be a 8K swing, yeah? And of course, yep, that's enough. We
Yep.
are going into
Scoops
game
up,
2.
going to game 2. Yeah, it just ran out of steam really there, Ricardo. And